Why your credit score dropped even though you paid on time. You did everything right. You paid your bill on time. You didn't miss a single payment. And then you checked your credit score, and it went down. That feeling is infuriating and confusing. And if you've ever experienced it, you're not alone. It happens to millions of Americans every single month. And the worst part, most people have no idea why. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to break down every single reason your credit score can drop even when you're paying on time. And more importantly, what you can do to stop it from happening again. Section 1. Credit scores are not just about paying on time. Here's the first thing you need to understand. Payment history is the biggest factor in your credit score, but it's only 35% of the total picture. That means 65% of your score has nothing to do with whether you paid on time. Your score is actually calculated across 5 categories: payment history, 35% credit utilization, 30% length of credit history, 15% credit mix, 10% new inquiries, 10%. So when your score drops and you know you paid on time, the culprit is almost always hiding in one of those other 4 categories. Let's go through each one. Section 2. The number one hidden culprit, credit utilization. This is responsible for more surprise credit score drops than anything else, and almost nobody talks about it. Credit utilization is the percentage of your available credit that you're currently using. And the magic number you need to know is 30%. Most scoring models start penalizing you the moment you go above 30% utilization on any card, even if you pay it off every month. Here's where people get tripped up. Let's say you have a credit card with a $5,000 limit. You charge $2,000 to it this month, completely normal spending. And you plan to pay it in full when the bill comes. Sounds responsible, right? But here's the problem. Your credit card company reports your balance to the credit bureaus before your payment due date. They report on your statement closing date. So even though you're going to pay it off, the bureaus see a $2,000 balance on a $5,000 limit. That's 40% utilization. And your score drops. You paid on time. Your score still dropped. This is exactly why. The fix is simple once you know it. Pay your balance down before your statement closing date, not just before your due date. Those are 2 different dates, and most people don't realize it, or make 2 smaller payments throughout the month to keep your reported balance low. Section 3. A new credit card or loan was opened. The second most common reason, and this one catches people off guard because it can even happen from something positive. Every time you apply for new credit, a new card, a car loan, a personal loan, the lender does what's called a hard inquiry on your credit report. Each hard inquiry can drop your score by 5 to 10 points. That's not devastating, but if you applied for 2 or 3 things in a short period, it adds up fast. And here's the part people really don't expect. Even if you got approved and you're making all your payments on time, opening a new account lowers your average age of credit history. If you've had 2 cards for 8 years and you open a brand new one, your average account age just drops significantly. That hits your score. The lesson: don't open new credit accounts unless you actually need them, and never apply for multiple things in the same month. Section 4. Your credit limit got reduced. This one is sneaky because it can happen without you doing anything wrong. Credit card companies regularly review accounts and sometimes quietly lower your credit limit, especially if you haven't used a card in a while, or if economic conditions change and the bank decides to reduce risk across its portfolio. When your limit drops, your utilization percentage automatically goes up even though you didn't spend a single extra dollar. Example: you have a $10,000 limit with a $2,000 balance. That's 20% utilization, totally healthy. The bank quietly lowers your limit to $4,000. Now, that same $2,000 balance is 50% utilization. Score drops. You didn't do anything different. Always check your credit limits periodically. If a card you barely use gets a limit cut, either start using it occasionally or consider closing it strategically, but only after understanding how it affects your average account age. Section 5. An error on your credit report. This one is more common than most people realize. Studies show that roughly 1 in 5 Americans has an error on their credit report. and errors can tank your score even when everything you're doing is perfect. We're talking about things like a payment incorrectly marked as late when you have proof you paid, an account that isn't yours showing up, sometimes from a family member with a similar name, sometimes from identity theft, a debt that was paid off or settled still showing as open and delinquent, duplicate accounts showing the same debt twice. The only way to catch these is to actually look at your credit report. And this is where I want to point you to something that makes this incredibly easy. Credit Karma. It's completely free. It shows you your credit reports from TransUnion and Equifax, updated weekly, and it flags potential errors and tells you exactly what's hurting your score. Link is in the description. Takes about 2 minutes to set up. If you find an error, you dispute it directly with the Bureau, TransUnion or Equifax, and they're required by law to investigate within 30 days. Removing a single error can bump your score by 20, 30, even 50 points depending on how serious it is. Section 6. What to do right now. Alright, let's bring this together. If your credit score dropped and you paid on time, here's your action checklist. Step 1. Check your utilization. Log into each credit card account and look at your current balance versus your limit. If any card is above 30%, pay it down before the statement closing date. Step 2. Check your credit report for errors. Use Credit Karma, free, link in the description, and go through each account line by line looking for anything that doesn't look right. Step 3. Look for any hard inquiries you didn't authorize. If you see an inquiry you don't recognize, that could be a sign of identity theft, and you need to flag it immediately. Step 4. Check if any of your credit limits were reduced without you knowing. Call the card issuer if something looks off. Step 5. Stop applying for new credit unless you absolutely need it. Every application is a hit to your score. Your credit score is not a mystery. Once you understand what's actually driving it, you can control it and improve it faster than you think. If this video helped you understand your score better, subscribe. I drop new personal finance videos every week, breaking down exactly this kind of stuff in plain English. No jargon, no fluff. And if you want to check your credit score right now for free and see exactly what's affecting it, I've linked Credit Karma in the description below. It's free to sign up, takes 2 minutes, and it'll show you your full credit report with a breakdown of every factor impacting your score. I'll see you in the next one.